This segment is sponsored by Kent District Library. Hard to believe summer is winding down and many children will return to school this month. Perhaps you parents are starting to think about ways to support your kids in this next chapter of their education. Well, Liz Guarino is the collections manager with KDL, here to talk about how the library can be a wonderful resource in that endeavor. And it's good to have you here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Our libraries are a treasure for our community and serve so many purposes. Sometimes we just think about that book on the shelf. There's so much more than that.
There is, yes. We have a lot of online resources that can really support families and educators as well as business professionals in our community with different resources to just support them.
Yeah, so talk a little bit specifically about what there is that exists to help parents help their kids be better learners.
Yeah, so one of our resources, one of our online resources is called Scholastic Teachables. It's an online database of printable materials for teachers and parents. It supports curriculum for pre-K through 8th grade students. So there's like mini books, worksheets, printable activities, things that can help with a preschool classroom activity all the way up to a 3rd grader's geometry worksheet.
And it is designed to match the curriculum so that it is going along beside the child and what they're doing in school.
Yes, it is built and vetted by teachers, so it's all curriculum made by teachers, and it does support like the common core curriculum standards that are needed.
LinkedIn Learning, this is another database?
Yeah, so you're probably familiar with LinkedIn as a professional networking platform for folks. LinkedIn Learning through our KDL.org offers folks online courses that they can take. They can learn things like business, creative work, financial planning, budgeting, and they can even get professional certificates that can help them with building their resume and taking next steps in their career.
I would imagine that a fun part of your job is the task of buying for the library. What does that entail and how do you make decisions? And that's a big responsibility.
It is. So we have 5 collection development librarians at KDL who do all of our purchasing, which is hard to believe for a 20-branch system. But these folks are constantly looking at journal articles. They're looking at things like TikTok. I mean, many of the books that are on our top lists right now are things that are just TikTok popular, and so they have to keep listening for those new things, looking at current events, but also just really looking at what our community is asking for. We want to represent everybody in our community as much as we possibly can. So we're always taking patron recommendations and staff recommendations. We take that into account when we make those decisions. Above all, we are a popular materials library, so what we have at the library is something that's going to circulate well, and it probably won't be on the shelf. That's our goal, is to have those materials leave. We don't want to be a museum. We want to be a really busy, living environment where our materials are moving and enriching people's lives.
You know, that's such a good way to put it. I never thought about it. You want empty shelves. And the listening part, because if you're not vital in the lives of the people who use the library, kaputski, right?
Right. Yeah, the whole point of why we're here is to support our taxpayers and make sure that they can find materials that, that help them and their families.
Well, thanks for the work that you do and supporting, as you do, the kids and families as they go back to school and just not too long. Sorry, folks, got to tell you, it's coming up. For more information about all the resources available at Kent District Library, visit kdl.org. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.